We got something important to talk about next. We're going to talk about Richie's project. It's Throwaways
Richard.
1.5 dropping this Friday. Before we get into it, we're gonna go ahead and play one of these tracks off of the project. We're gonna play a snippet of the intro, probably about a minute. That good, Richie?
Yeah, that's cool. You can let that rock.
Yo, Cap, they fucked up this time. Facts. I'm just loosening my arm. Right. Love. Late nights losing sleep dreaming. Feelings of doubt rushing for no reason. Thoughts of betrayal that come with clout reasons. People that's changing on me without reason. All good, there's love lost. But look at what you give me to judge of. I swear it's like we having a grudge of envious behavior, and I notice it rubs off. Something about the mask when it comes off. The underneath like Kane when he step in the ring. It be hard to see no evil when you look in his face. Let that sink in. Now slipper won't catch me the way I came in. I was busy making the money, I never made friends. I was busy getting the craft straight. Occasional parties are with the hoes that had mad game. Every night they was in the stand like my last game. Jerseys to the front with my last name. I never had bad games. That's why your bitch treat me like a Hall of Famer. And fans love me, so there's envy from them other players. I'ma always sign the checks, autographs is later. I can get these dudes the game like I'm Craig Sager. Under 20 lines, already got classic lines. She get crazy when I'm in this little bag of mine. She get crazy when the wall against this back of mine. Crazy part is I ain't even trying half the time. I'ma get what I came for. There's no need to change.
That's a snippet off the intro from Throwaways 1.5. Looking forward to that.
That was sounding good, man.
That's a
that was
fact,
sounding
bro.
good.
It was hard.
Yeah,
It was hard to find the spot when to cut that.
That's just crazy, bro. That's my favorite one.
The intro your favorite of the project, you think?
Yeah, like definitely, and I like all of them. I fucked with every single song, but that one's definitely my favorite. Like there was like I fucked with maybe all but one like heavy, and I'm like super excited for you to drop it because it's gonna be in rotation. OD. I love the outro. I really like the second song. So the first song was Divine, right?
Yep.
I love Divine. I love the Rain song has really grown on me as well.
Rainy Days.
Yeah, Rainy Days, like that. It's a really good for those to be I wish those were my throwaways, bro. I wish those were my throwaways.
I think how we described it last time when we talked about this was like throwaways is a loose term for songs that just aren't accumulated for a specific project, right? Like this is a project made of loosies as opposed to just throwaways. They're just called throwaways, right?
Yeah. Nah, that's the thing. It's a ploy. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Like you said, I ain't trying to. I was supposed to do principles, but like I said, I was trying to tell niggas like we switched the whole studio. We brought it to a whole different building, all different equipment. Music was everywhere. It was all the songs sounded different. I'm like, hell no, we're not about to do this. Not for the album. So I had other tracks laying in the cut that I do on the side type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to rap, but at the end of the day, them shits ain't no throwaways. But they just didn't fit into the scheme I was trying to do. But it's cool to get them off like that. Let's go.
So, what made you call it Throwaways 1.5 instead of Throwaways 2? Is there another one coming?
I don't know, but I like the sound of 1.5 a lot. That's basically it. I thought it was way more better than to go with 2 and 2 seem. I felt like 2 seemed more planned than a 1.5. You know what I'm saying? Because the first one was kind of planned. This one was kind of like, all right, I got to get something off. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
That type of shit.
Second question, how does the length of Principles match up to this one? How many songs should we expect compared to this?
So here's the thing. During all this time, I'm getting influenced by different music. I was taking trips. I was talking to some people, doing some writing shit. So the music on Principles started blending into. I was talking to Sheridan on the private DM about a plan I had for a project that I felt like I was ready for to put a full push behind. So Principles started leaking into that project. And now I'm going to combine them. And it's actually going to be called Divine. But that's going to have about 13 tracks. And it should probably be around January, February. But yeah, that's probably the one I'm going all in on, as far
Yeah,
as
would you
my
say it's
promo.
the first one that you went all in for?
Say it one more time. Throwaways.
Divine or whatever you're
Yeah.
planning. Would you say that's the first one that you went all in for?
Yeah, like I was telling Sheridan, all this shit, like when we started 3 years ago, I had music, but it wasn't out, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was a plan. Like me and my nigga sat down, I told everybody in that room, it's gonna take some time now. It's gonna take like 3 to 4 years before we even get remotely close to where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? So we were saving and we knew the big push was gonna take some bread too. So at the same time, build a name, get some work out there, stack the cash. And I wasn't ready at that point anyway. I don't think any of my shit that I did is worthy of breaking nationally fully. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for that time to hear that music and it's like, all right, this gonna work. But I'm starting to hear it now. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be that next one.
It's a really weird thing as an artist to consistently put out great music and still not think that this is the one. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, because I go through that. I've been stockpiling music for not 3 or 4 years because my music 3 or 4 years ago, it's just, I don't even think it's that great. You feel me? Like, but sitting here for the past year and a half, combining everything, collecting the archive, you get to pick and choose. You're like, wow, this is clearly better than this. Oh, wow, this is better than I thought it was. But it's still not that national level. You feel me? Like, this will do great to a specific crowd, but it's not just going to do the whole world. You feel me? So that's always a weird thing to be honest about with yourself. And the fact that you can do that and have been doing that, it makes me really happy to look forward to this project.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
pretty amazing.
I also battled this shit.
I wish I could do that.
You said I also battled?
Nah, I also battled the back and forth fight, trying to make shit that can go nationally or trying to target a cult. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
With rapping.
You can make cult shit that's for a national fan base. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you can make shit like the intro off this project. I'm not gonna say it could be like a Billboard hit, but people all over America will fuck with it. You feel me? If you get the right, like besides the production, the way you wrote the beat, the content you're talking about, the bars, like it's almost like it's nostalgic in the way it throws it back, but because of the production and the flows you use, it's modern at the same time. You feel me? It's a culmination of different eras, and I think that it could do very well as long as you have the promotion and you get it in front of people. Because the hard thing is getting people to click it. It's just getting people to actually choose, okay, let me give this a chance. Because once they give it a chance, they will fuck with it.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. Because like I said, that sound when I'm saying I'm ready, that's the sound I'm trying to give off. It bring back that nostalgic feel. Like you can tell you rapping, but it's good enough to float in today's mainstream with the flows and shit. But yeah, I appreciate that, Brody.
Of course, bro. It's noticeable.
Facts. And Richie, did you like this project more than the previous Throwaway, or you kind of put them on the same level? What are your thoughts on that?
I kind of like this one more because I'm getting more off rap wise.
Yeah.
And I like that better. And I hated Ride on the first one, but my engineer loved the way he did the echoes and the reverb, so I rode with him on that. And it was a little bit more. I felt like it was a little bit more open and poppy on the first one.
It was more. You tried different bags. It was more experimental, and you tried to do a bunch of different things. On this one, it sounded like you almost locked in with like a cohesive sound.
Yeah, I was trying to get that pen back. I want to start exercising that more because I've been, I've been doing motives and throwaways, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why when y'all was just playing, I was making so many faces because I try to bury it until it gets released. And that shit was sounding fresh. I'm like, all right, I'm talking that shit again, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of the feel I want to get back. Like, all right, Richie back talking that shit.
He's definitely talking your shit on that. There's very... Go ahead,
and
Andrew.
There's not as many features on this one as the last Throwaways project. Did you do that on purpose too? Just want to keep it sort of limited to yourself, let everybody know what you're coming with?
And that's funny too, because at first it was loaded with fucking features. I took them shits all off. Took them all off.
Did they just not do Did they not do their job?
A little bit, and then it was a lot with the sounds, and they were sending them in from different studios and shit. And my engineer can only do so much. You know what I'm saying, to make it level. On top of some shit, songs was getting pulled. Like the Young World shit got pulled. That was supposed to be on there.
Was that because of a clearance issue?
Nah, what had happened was Benny had fuck around and heard it, and he was like, "Nah, you're not just giving this track away," basically, which I respect it. But he said he's gonna save it for Young World album. Yeah, I mean, but he said he was gonna keep me on it. I don't know if that's gonna remain or drop with somebody else on it. But
but it's your song.
He was gonna give it to me. Like he was like, "Yo, I owe you a song." I was fucking. World used to come back. When I first came out, I did a couple of shows out here, and he opened up. So I had contact with him.
I saw him perform. Like I've been on Young World since October, I think. I saw him open up for Benny and Conway and Wes and all them in Buffalo, and I saw Benny announce that he was BSF shortly after, and I'm like, oh snap! Like this nigga getting in it. Like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I fuck with it because their Young World is not the best underground rapper in Buffalo, but it shows how in tune Benny is with the local culture. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because he does have a real organic buzz out there. People loved him. People were screaming for Young World in Buffalo when he got on stage. You feel me? Like he had a little buzz. So just Benny giving back to his hometown and bringing up some younger cats, I think is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's definitely dope how he handling that. That's why I said when he gave me the track, I'm like, hold on. I had to go on his Instagram again. I'm like, is he really with BSF? Like, he just giving me a feature, and he was like, and another young dude from out there too.
I wanted to see him on the BSF project.
Yeah, nah, he's nice. He's especially with his melodic shit and all that.
Yeah,
fuck the world.
That's dope. I got a couple more questions, but first I want to preview another one of these tracks you sent us, Richie. We're gonna play another snippet. This one of Conscious. So we'll play that for a little bit.
Bet.
Yeah. I'm feeling like all of they moves crazy, and they been keeping tabs on the things that I do lately. I'm feeling like they could probably win, but they too lazy, and all of they crew shady. So how can they move greatly? I'm in the mood lately, inspired by this COVID shit. Ain't nothing to do lately. Besides silly hoes, that's too spacey, and other small moves that do pay me. Giving them the story like news pay me. No, I be handling my BI, they never see I. Hardest working, it's working, and ain't hard to see why. Big sponsorships, my face got me ready to fly. They put the kid on the cover like I'm ready to die. That's why them guys think twice before mentioning mine. Put their career and their life on the line. My green button is really something, don't even touch it half of the time. They like Richie, switch it up, too many passionate lines. Picture me listen to the back of the line. I got fans and plans, they wanna take me out my zone, I do it man to man. They say you can't do it alone, I'm thinking yes I can. The dot is yelling that outside cause I won't let it in. Nah, I won't let it in.
It's another one. These ones are hard to cut off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. People are gonna be dying to hear the full links to these, and that's the idea, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. Get it. Oh shit. That's my first time hearing that John too. On the playback. What y'all was fucking with Conscious?
Yeah, bro. I mean, there's no songs on this EP that I didn't fuck with. Some of them I fucked with more than others, but all of them you did your thing, bro. And I think that's what's important. Is that there's no skips the first listen to, second listen to, and then after you pick and choose your favorite songs and you go from there. But you have a EP of Lucy's that you can listen to all the way through. Well, I think you did a great job at picking how long this was going to be and making it a casual listen through. Like this was a really good song. It wasn't in my top 3 off the project favorite. I don't have a best to worst. But my favorites were the intro, the outro, and Rainy Days.
Okay. What about
those are probably my favorites too.
My favorite.
Those are probably my favorites, but
my favorites were probably the intro, the outro, and Income Streams. I've played Income Streams probably like 10 times so far, so I've just been chilling.
I like that one a lot too. The only one that like wasn't really for me, even though it was still really good, was the second to last one, I think. The flows were dope. They just weren't like the type of flows I fuck with.
Yo, Sheridan, quick question. Did anything on this project remind you of Tyga?
Oh shit.
No, stop.
Oh
I'll never
Uh,
let
I'm
I'll
fucking
never let
weak.
that go.
Yeah, Tiger that nigga.
Absolutely nothing reminded me of Tiger.
Nigga said
Oh,
Tyga
I'm
that.
dead.
Nigga. Oh my god.
Different Sheridan.
It was cool. It was funny because the whole time I was like, "Who does this like?" I feel like this sounds like somebody, and I couldn't find like it. It's just that type of classic sound that it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like anybody. It's just like it feels like it's like
It's familiar.
I was like, "This is some." You're talking about shit that could be national scale. I think a couple of those songs sounded like they could be national scale songs, for sure.
That's a fact. And
Perfect.
were any of these?
Also,
Oh, go ahead, Richie.
go ahead. Go
Nah,
ahead. Nah,
all right,
get
were any of these tracks originally slated for the project, or that you actually threw away from the project to this,
That's a
or
good question.
were they all just something else that you had?
Rainy Days definitely was on the joint. The outro was teetered. It was teetered. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I was gonna do a freestyle video to that. But that's about it. We had a lot more that didn't make this neither that I cut off Principles also. They're pretty good tracks, but it just wasn't. Once I seen the album artwork for Principles, it changed my whole direction on it. And some of them songs, I was like, yeah, nah, and what I would want to give off with this vibe. So, a couple of them.
Couple of
And what was it like having to delay this? Were you worried at all that people might be annoyed? Like, because we were talking about it, you were pushing it pretty big, and then had to delay it sort of at the last minute. Was there any like hesitation in that, or did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
The funny thing is, for once, I didn't give a fuck, and I didn't think people did neither. To be honest, I was kind of surprised, and I'm glad I did it like that, because I was like, people don't give a damn if they ain't worried about no fucking nigga. And then I put it up, and I started getting backlash out of nowhere, inboxing me. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Yeah,
I was pissed.
I went back.
Nah, bro. I think it looked good. I think granted, this doesn't really matter at all, but I think it looked better that Slick also pushed his project back as well. It wasn't just like 3 projects were about to drop in a couple days, and then one of them didn't. It was like only one project dropped, and now we could just wait for the others.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think this was.
Well, and you followed
never mind.
followed up with this. Like, that's the thing.
I was tight.
When you follow up
Yo,
with a
it's
project of this, even though it's your Throwaways project, when you follow up with something like this, like you're immediately like, who cares? Like the wait was worth it because this was a dope project. Like, so at the end of the day, I'm like, whatever, it was worth it. He made the decision to drop something better, so I fuck with it.
Yeah, nah.
Now that I heard this, I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, well, once they turn that shit on and hear the bars, they're gonna forget all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the wait gonna be worth it. The music I'm working on for Divine is gonna be super fire. Plus, I got another EP dropping next month. I'm hoping October 31st with my boy Dot. It's a duo EP.
Looking forward to
Y'all
that.
seen him on all my.
I noticed he wasn't on this.
Shout out Dot.
I cut his track, man, because I ain't like how he smoked it. But I apologized to him, but I just did not sound right on that hook. I couldn't do it. I argued with my engineer for hours
Dang.
and hours. But I'm gonna release it anyway because it's a dope song. But
It just wasn't for this project.
yeah, nah. Plus, we gonna drop an 8-track EP. Me and him
8?
on track.
That's more than that's when you said you was gonna drop something on Halloween, or like just now. I just expected it to be like 4 or 5 songs. So that's crazy.
Nah, the dual EP, so I ain't got to do all the work. And Dot talented, he bring a lot. So this gonna be his
energy.
His opening party too. Watch, y'all gonna see a different side. It's gonna be different than anybody expected, man. It's gonna be fire. Y'all gonna fuck with it heavy. I know y'all as well.
All right, looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I fucks with Dot. Me and Dot are overdue a collab. We've talked about it a bunch of times. Son is very talented. I think you guys got a really good movement out there.
That was one of my favorite parts of the Live from Your Timeline show. His energy that he brought with you fucking took it to the next level. I go back and watch that just for him sometimes, like the both of you, but just for him, the way he brought the energy, I was like, yes.
Some people come see me perform because he there.
I believe it.
He's a natural last time.
How long is he been on stage with you performing?
Forever. We've
That's
always.
dope.
Literally, I got album covers. I post up like because when we first came out, we was like 16, 15. That's my cousin. So we was recording on little USB mics and shit. We got like 5 mixtapes together. And then I'm turning around and I noticed since we started taking it serious, we ain't even got no EP or nothing together. So I'm like, nah,
Let's
we got
get it.
Bet.
That's really dope. I think that I love collab EPs, bro, and especially when local talented cats link up. Like I think there's nothing better than really putting two minds together. A lot of the times when mainstream artists do it, they flop. But some of my favorite artists, not artists, like two projects that I go back to and just listen to. Granted, I'm on one of them. Like I go back and I just bump Blur, and a lot of it's because of Meech and how he carried the hooks and the melodic sounds to it. And I constantly go back to Madagascar just because I get to hear 2 in 1. You feel me? I'm not limiting myself to one artist's thoughts or what they thought. It's a combination of just ideas and sounds. I think, are you gonna, is it a different sound than what you're used to?
Not that I'm used to, probably that you guys are used to hearing from him. I'm kind of dragging him more into my world. He used to be that way, but he's more entertainment type, but he's still fucking rap, like, and he don't just use it anymore. So I'm like, yo, let's just get on some classic shit. It's gonna be called The Essence. It's just me, him, and my engineer actually been with us the same time as I knew him. So we tried to buckle down and just get back to the roots and do this project for us. You know what I'm saying? I want to get him out there a little bit more. Like, so
I love how your engineer does your voice.
Yeah.
I think he does an amazing fucking job making you sound industry while classic at the same time. I want to do a session with Son.
Yeah, nah, I could definitely.
I have no idea who it is. Do I know who it is? Is he one of the people you're always associating with on Facebook?
Not really on Facebook. He's more low key. You always hear me saying his name Cap. He always raps, but
it's Cap. I see you just associated with a nigga named Cap on Facebook. I think I've even associated with somebody named Cap through you on Facebook.
Yeah,
is he a white boy?
Huh?
Is he white?
Yeah, so it's a white kid.
Yeah, so I think I do know who you're talking about. I've never met him, of course, but I want to book a session with him just to see how that sounds because he does a great job on your voice. But y'all probably been working on that for forever.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the thing. He getting out the box. He had a lot of years to work on my shit. So, but he nasty. I'll definitely, you welcome out here whenever you trying to come out. Just let me know.
I got you, buddy. We got to link up very
What's
soon.
it like, Richie? You're going to have to follow up this Throwaways project. That's the thing. With it being a Throwaways, we're like, oh, these are great Throwaways, but now you're going to have to follow up great Throwaways with a great project. You going to be able to do that?
Easy. I'm confident. I'm smoking.
You think this, or not this, your Throwaways, but do you think Divine will be your best project in general, or do you think it's just the most promotable?
Best. That I wanted to wait for the best to promote, be the most promotable. It's gonna be narcissist, but a little bit more modern.
You said it's gonna be narcissistic?
No, narcissist-esque. Like
like your okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like kind of like narcissist, just a little bit more lighter. You know what I'm saying? A little bit lighter, but it's still it's all direct content. No subliminal lyric, get off tracks. You know what I'm saying? Just flexing. It's gonna be good, man. Y'all gonna fuck with it.
I know I'm gonna fuck with it. I don't think there's been a project of yours that I haven't fucked with. I think that you have an underrated discography.
Facts.
Appreciate it, man.
Bet. So if you like, we appreciate you coming on, Richie. We're gonna go ahead and play this last track because we are running a little short on time. I'm running a little late to class, but that's all right. But we appreciate you coming on, chatting with us, Richie. You got anywhere where you want them to follow you, catch you on Instagram, all that happy shit?
Yeah. Instagram, MBK _Richy. Facebook, MBK Richy. If y'all can pre-save the Throwaways 1.5, all you got to do is get Spotify. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Click the link, click the little pre-save button, and it's over from there. If you screenshot that and send it to me, I'm giving away some bread too. I'm gonna do a little live online, raffle it off. Y'all can share that for me.
I'm gonna send my screenshot in a little bit. Shit.
And you valid. I ain't gonna do you like y'all did me last Yes, but
You send it in the morning of, bro. You killing me.
niggas, I promise. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm gonna be back. It's got to be on a 5 episode since we're doing the 5 thing and all that. But appreciate the love too, and y'all reviewing the album, man. Give me that in depth.
Bet, bro.
No, of course, bro.
Thank you for coming on. We're gonna go ahead and play a snippet of
Thanks, Brody.
the outro while Richie gets out of here, and then we'll be back and play a couple more tracks for you guys.
Shit in.
Woke up this morning, noticed I wanted more. Every time I do the math, money the common core. Showing love the strength, and it's time to settle scores. I start zoning soon as Cap come in and hit record. Dreams bigger than the brain in the cage with Pinky. We about to take over the world, nigga, fuck the city. Already took over your girl, now she fucking with me. She'll probably set your ass up to get some luck with me. Why do you think that I wrote this? They expect fire like you do when the stove flick. Catalog a walk-in freezer, nothing in it but cold shit. I can handle y'all with my old shit. Bars hitting harder than the Ross or Coke sniffs. Think that they knows this. My resume long as my whole list. Check marks going down the side of my goal list. Think I touch the sliders cause the shots always go in. Fuck a fake friend, dog, I'd rather had no friends. That be there for the ride and hop out when the road end. Whipping all alone, shit, I think I get more wins. Rappers nervous like that girl asked where the phone is. I shoot first and ask questions last. No, that's a lie, cause most of the time they don't even be no questions asked. Pop said if they get close, then you get in your bag. Mine's double down on it, listen to your dad. Lights getting lower and we only getting older. Life is all mine, I'ma get what I'm supposed to. All exes still got pictures of me.
And there you guys got it. Another good interview. Another great conversation. That project dropping this Friday. Y'all ain't gonna want to sleep on this one. It's a good project, a great project, really even. Richie killed it, and so yeah, that was a good conversation too, right, guys? Shit.
No, it was a great conversation.
Sheridan didn't even get yelled at.
I enjoyed when Richie came on the first one. This one came off a little bit more natural. Like I feel like the conversation just moved a little bit more fluently. I had a great talk. It's always fun talking to Richie.